did it to them.
Episode of Work Wednesdays, where we try to make today feel like a vacation. But let's be real, it's still damn Wednesday. I'm your best looking host, Rashad.
Keep going.
Yeah, but yeah, man, we know it's hump day, man. Congratulations, you made it to half of the week. Hey, this podcast is going to help you get over the hump. It's going to be a lot of jokes, a couple dad jokes, and of course, Carlos got this. We're going to talk about this dye in his hair, but let's go.
Get it out of the way, though. Get it out of the way. Anyway, man, let's have an insightful conversation. We'll come back to all that stuff. I mean, they know I'm Carlos, bro. They know I'm Carlos. What they don't know, I'm Carlos.
That's people in Middle Georgia.
Facts. We're talking to a very broad audience, so I appreciate that. I'm Carlos Stevens.
We in the big world now. Shout out. Hey, this is DQ, your host.
All right, so let's go ahead. I know y'all done seen it. It happened last week. First, before we even jump into this, I want to say that this ain't got nothing to do with a Republican, a Democrat, none of that. But I know we've all been able to see Donald Trump and what happened to him last week again across multiple news outlets. My question to y'all is, I've heard multiple people say they felt like this was kind of a setup, but what do y'all feel? And Quay, we'll start with you. What do you feel?
So I was on the plane when it was going on, and the breaking news came across on my passenger, like the neighbor, and I'm sitting there reading it, and it was like crazy, and seeing the video. So when I landed, hearing all the stuff, my first thought was like, it could have been serious. I'm coming. Actually, I was out of the country. I'm coming back into the country, and just say he did get shot. What we looking at. I'm coming back into something that's super crazy. Now I don't know. I haven't really been paying attention. Again, not saying my negligence on the matter. I know who I'm gonna vote for, but people got to also understand. You got to get in your local councils and get in and see what's the bills that's getting voted for and getting passed. Like obviously the presidency, like it's huge, but it. We still live in America. It's still you still get to vote. So you got all your rights in front of you. So you just got to educate yourself. But to me, I just think it's wild. Don't wish no hurt, harm, or danger on anybody. But it's just it's just crazy, especially for me coming back in the country. And man, hey, it's wild. And for him to get hit and throw up the Black Power sign. Now,
they thought the airport gonna be on lockdown. You gonna be stuck on the runway.
Man, hey, it's crazy because it ain't funny, but like a lot of people saying it's set up, it was staged and all this type of stuff. I don't know. I don't get paid enough to do that. I stay in my lane. I can't really tell you too much if it was set up or whatnot. All I know is they said it happened, and his reaction was he threw up the Black Power sign. So hopefully,
Not to cut you off, he threw up the Black Power sign. Why do you believe he did that?
He made it through. What you mean?
Yeah.
I was asking. I can't assume that.
I think there was a shout out to he saying he done been locked up. He done been all these type things. Maybe he trying to say he. He feel it.
Right. Or he's a dark-skinned brother. Hey, we ain't scared to say it.
I ain't gonna say that.
Did you?
What?
Did
That sounds
y'all
wow.
take offense to it though?
I didn't take offense to nothing because I don't really get into politics. But when every news station, everything, I'm sitting here playing the PS5, playing Madden, and my phone going crazy like it was an Amber Alert. So I really don't get into it. But I mean, because I can't control anything with it. But like Quest said, I don't really wish harm on anybody. But I mean, you have to question some of these things. But it is what it is.
I don't really, obviously, but like both, I don't really get in politics, but I will say that I can't say it wouldn't sit up or whatever people may be saying, but I just find it real hard to believe that a president would set his own self up to be killed. I'm not saying that it can't happen. I just find it extremely hard to believe you setting your own self up to be killed to win an election just don't make sense to
Yeah,
me.
it's wild.
Well,
And,
anyway,
I mean, even with that though, like somebody died from this, like somebody lost.
yeah.
Yeah. So
But
it's
anyway,
like,
while we on politicians, I'm 33 right now. Give me about 10 more years, that maybe 43. I'm gonna be a local mayor, whether it's probably in Macon. So y'all vote for me. All them videos y'all got to be anything, throw it away. Yeah, I'm gonna be that mayor.
I ain't voting for him.
Yes, you will.
This the same.
Your granddaddy gonna vote for me. My dog gonna vote for me.
This is the same man that got paid in high school, man. You can't trust him, man. You talking about politics? You hey, that's the same thing.
We're into the break episode, bro.
Just
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, yeah. We're gonna go to the next topic. We're not gonna speak on that. Brian Way, I love you forever.
But speaking of the next topic, we're talking about Angel Reese and Claitlin Clark. I will say this from my own, from what I have observed in watching the media, I don't see people talking about Angel Reese like they was talking about Claitlin Clark. I ain't taking nothing away from Claitlin because the young lady is phenomenal in everything she done did. But I do think you cannot forget what Angel Reese been doing lately, if I'm being real.
Absolutely.
She got that dog in her, bro. Like we was talking about Tank, bro. Them people from Baltimore, that area, they just different. Like she got that dog in her. Like she not gonna let you dominate her.
Can't teach that either.
Yeah, Caitlin Clark is good though. She don't want to be touched though.
Well, just playing devil's advocate here, we're just gonna say maybe one more flasher. Caitlin Clark do a lot of Steph Curry things. These kids want to see the long three, want to see that, but hey, Angel Reese is a walking double double, and
Caitlin
it's
Clark,
been super.
she more entertaining to watch. Caitlin Clark.
I mean,
Angel Reese,
Yeah, but I'm saying people, these kids, like Quinn said, all these kids want to be, bro. I see kids wearing Under Armour shoes because they want to be Stephen Curry, bro. That's the only reason I wouldn't be wearing them. But I mean, come on, man. They want to shoot the three, bro.
No, I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna take this a step further, and I ain't making this out no racial thing. But who would y'all say is better, Angel Reese or Caitlin Clark? I'm just gonna put it out.
They two different players. I can't even say what is different, but I mean, because you never know. Caitlin Clark might, if the season's still going, she might light it up.
She
might-
playing good though.
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark ain't playing bad.
So y'all just don't want to say who y'all think.
No. I probably take Angel
I'll
Reese
take
just because I
Angel.
know what she doing. She a walking double double. She gonna get you. She gonna get you some points. She gonna get you some rebounds. She gonna play defense. She gonna, that mindset.
Shout out to the Bayou Barbie.
That mindset gonna be contagious to the rest of the team. So me personally, I'm gonna take Angel Reese, but I do like Caitlin Clark. Because Caitlin Clark, she a winner again. What she did at Iowa. I played in the Big Ten. Iowa is a football school, like through and through, and what she did for the state of Iowa is, changed it. And she even changed her and Angel Reese both. I just think, honestly, what I think is Angel Reese is the villain. Let's keep it a book. Everybody don't like her because she walked the way she walked and she talked the way she talked. But hey, when she walking she's a walking bucket.
Iowa, a good football school. They is good. The only people I know from Iowa, bro, Sean Green and George Kittle. That's it. And your boy that won what was it?
Dez,
The Thorpe.
man.
Yeah, that guy.
Man,
Them about the only people.
he don't know.
I'm only about Big Ten. I just started going to the Midwest. Too damn cold for me.
I ain't been in a minute, so I can't even really say much about that. But I'm picking Angel Reese. Again, as Quay said, as you said, take nothing away from Caitlin Clark because the young lady is a winner across the board. I mean, they record doesn't show that this year. But I'm taking Angel Reese because the mentality, bro. Like she different, she built different. It's just certain things you can't teach. Angel Reese, she got heart. She don't care what nobody think. Like Angel Reese is Angel Reese, and I'm all for people. Not to say Caitlin isn't who she is, but I just in my opinion, I just think again, Angel Reese's that mentality of hers, man. She bring a lot to the table. I mean, she bring greatness around her. She make people want to be better. And again, going back to the question I asked, why don't people celebrate her? And I think the reason they don't celebrate her like they celebrate Caitlin Clark is because Angel Reese is so different. She gonna speak her mind. She gonna say what she gonna say.
People don't like the confidence.
I think she a villain. That's kind of the role that she was playing at this moment. And Caitlin Clark is like, you got to think, man. She turned Iowa up. She changed the face of college basketball. Like, people weren't even talking about men's basketball. People was talking about this girl at Iowa who's shooting the ball like Stephen Curry. So, to me, the only reason why I'm a realist, the only reason, again, she a walking double-double. I know what she gonna do. Where Caitlin, she gonna get on shooting slumps. You know what I'm saying? That's just part of the game. Where she just need time to obviously develop to grow into the league, like the same thing she did in college.
Man, I think back to what you just said about people weren't talking about men basketball, college basketball. I think it's dead.
Nah, it's never
Really?
it's never dead.
You not the 5-star basketball players. They going to get that check. They're not going to college.
Well, that's changed now though, because of the NIL, bro.
Right.
The league, the team, the G League team that where all them boys came from, Scoot, Jalen Green, like all them, that team, and I think it was in Portland. That team shut down because of NIL. Them kids going to, you got to think. Bronny was making what? $4 million, $6 million. He ain't even walked on campus at the time. So like, you know what I'm saying? It's because of that. I don't. College sports is never going away just because of the alumni, the students.
Well,
Like,
I'm not saying it's going away.
Effect.
I'm just saying like I don't think it's going to have the hype how it did when North Carolina and Duke was loaded. Because you got to think about it. You can go overseas and play right now. You can go to, like Quez said, the G League. You can go to OTE, which is down the street. OTE playing some of them boys $500,000 a year, and they getting all the other extra stuff like all the training, everything that they need. They live and they teaching them also money management skills and all the life skills. They don't do regular school. It's like a life skill school. So,
I feel you, but I don't think college sports is going anywhere. You see the boy. I can't think of his name right now, but he going to Duke. He was just killing in the USA.
kid, yeah, I seen
the
him.
tryouts. He a killer, like a killer.
He a dog.
You know what I'm saying? He like the one,
Yeah, he a
and
dog.
he went to Duke. So I feel like you got Melo's son going to Syracuse.
Right.
So you have talent coming in. Like I said, we haven't seen anything like Caitlin Clark before besides Stephen Curry.
So quick question: do you think we'll ever see another Kentucky team like John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins them?
As far as what you mean,
Your starting five go first round.
it's possible.
Yeah,
It's definitely
In
basketball.
basketball?
100%.
I think very
We'll
It's
see.
definitely possible. It depends on the recruiting class. Like that Duke recruiting class is nice because you got the center. They got another guard. I want to say he out of like Mississippi. He looked exactly like Brandon Ingram. I can't think of her name, but he can be lottery. Like it's a lot of them. I feel like it. It's just more so recruiting the thing. I think we just in the time where the old school is gone. New school is coming in, and it's new coaches, it's new culture. Like it changed.
Yeah, and it's right. The old school coaches away though.
I mean,
But-
that's the nature of the game. You gotta
Out with the old and with the new.
You gotta evolve.
And not to cut y'all quick, but like the NIL deal, so I don't know if y'all seen it, but there is a new bill that is proposed, and I don't want to quote it verbatim, but based off of the research I
This
did.
is in the state of Georgia, though.
Yeah, it is. It is in the state of Georgia, but it's proposed to where they trying to change, I guess, how it's navigated among the likeliness of the players, like how they get paid. Like it's almost like it's centered around some getting paid versus other not getting paid. Again, and I could be wrong. This is just based off of what I have read so far because I haven't even read the
So
whole
check
thing.
this out though.
So-
Oregon, University of Oregon, they just announced that they're gonna do unlimited NIL. So,
So not to cut you off, but there's two different things. To
Yeah,
go
yeah.
back to what Carlos was saying.
It is.
Los was saying that's a Georgia high school.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
high school.
Georgia
So
high
you
school.
got to put some kind of cap on the high school.
So yeah,
Wow.
I mean, so this is the situation, right? The situation is, just say it's 50 students, right? Maybe 2 students are 3-star or 5-star players on the team. So now with the state is saying that there's only those 2 players can get paid off their NIL, not the other 50.
Right.
So the proposed is they want all 50 to be able to use their likeness and they NIL, their name, image, likeness, not just only these 2 players because of their status. So that's who says it right or wrong. I can't really say. Now it kind of go back to just education to everything because the guys who are a 3-star, 5-star player is not their fault. They are a 3-star and 5-star player, and they shouldn't be. They shouldn't not get.
What they deserve because of
Like you feel me? That's crazy because now they that's a slippery slope because now they shouldn't get their scholarships because of that.
Right.
And you got to think because of NIL and because of the transfer portal. That's something we haven't talked about, right?
Scholarships
It's
now.
less scholarships
Yeah.
out now, so it's less guys from high school even having the opportunity to even go to college. So like for guys like me, so people don't know, I was a no-star athlete. They gave me 2 stars after I signed. So technically, in this day and age, it probably wouldn't be no Dark Horse Denard. So that is something that I have thought about just because of my nephews, who Devin Edmonds and Junior Holloway. That I've been really trying to get the most information and try to help them out the best I can because I feel like, we have a lot of access, but those opportunities that I possibly had may not be here just because of NIL and transfer portal. So it's interesting. It's interesting.
So, and not to get off subject, but I want to go to LeBron and Bronny. A lot of people, I've seen people that say this was an issue, and some people say it wasn't an issue. Some people saying that he shouldn't have went to the Lakers. They said a lot of stuff, but my question that I pose to y'all is, what happened with Bronny being drafted to the Lakers? Do you believe it was bigger than the NBA?
I'm not really understanding your question, honestly. I think he got drafted based on his potential. I think he's a good player. People don't understand. He did just have his heart stopped a year
Major
ago.
surgery, man.
So like that's a major effort. Like that's major. I don't want it to be, obviously LeBron's son, and I think comparing him to LeBron is unfair. But if you see him in the drills, he has a skill set now. Who knows what kind of player he is? You got to think it is in the second round. They give second round picks away.
But
Like they give second round picks away. They just traded like 6 of them away for a player that they that I want to say they paid like $100,000, $200,000 for. So like in the real Ram scheme of things, they was gonna probably trade the pick anyway.
But what I'm saying is, I know you said my question was basically kind of confused. What I'm saying is, we knew Bronny was going to the NBA. No questions asked. At least that was my
Can't
belief.
really say that because you gotta.
It's a no-brainer. Look, his dad a LeBron.
It ain't no brainer because what? Some kids dad to Michael Jordan, and neither one of them made it to the league.
Neither one of them touched it, so you can't say that.
I ain't gonna compare the two, but again, based off of what I seen, it was just a no-brainer to me. Again, LeBron. Obviously, I don't think it's no secret that he probably had something to do with Bronny going to the Lakers.
I respect it though. You know what? Because I feel like for my 2 daughters, bro, whatever, if I have any avenues or any doors that are open that I can walk them in, I'm gonna walk them in with no problem. And everybody, y'all people out there should do the same for your kids, because that's just what. And once
that's
again,
for sure. That's a
we're not,
testament of
once
his hard
again,
work.
we're not racist on this podcast, but other races been doing it forever. So why is it a problem when we do it for our kids?
Well, I'm not even gonna say nothing about races or anything about that, but just the
wanna make it clear,
testament. That's the testament of your hard work and
We live in
LeBron
South Florida,
hard
we
work
have to say
though.
that.
But I'm just saying that's a testament of the father or the mother, whoever whoever led the way.
Like Rich Paul said some real stuff. Rich Paul said LeBron had no choice but to go to the NBA because that was his only way out. But Bronny got choice. Even LeBron said Bronny could be home playing a video game, but he can do whatever he want to do. But he wants to play basketball. That's what he want to do.
But my question is, this is what I'm asking. Was it something big? When I say was it something bigger than the NBA, I'm talking about more so on a family level. You know what I'm saying? Did you see a deeper message, regardless of his playing ability, what people done seen on TV? Was it something deeper there? Because I believe it was.
What do you mean? Elaborate on that.
I believe LeBron is doing. I'm not gonna say he's doing what we haven't done as a culture because several people have done what he's done, but I think he's reminding us that we need to pass down that legacy. If that makes sense.
I don't think it's that deep.
Okay.
Just me personally, cause he been saying this for the past 6-7 years.
Yeah.
He's trying to train his son to be a pro.
So I mean, again, I don't think it's that deep. That something, cause he not the only. I don't want to say he's not the only one. Ken Griffey Jr. You know what I'm saying? He did it with his son. So is it the same? You can't really say because Ken Griffey is Ken Griffey. Right. So you got to get an opportunity for Bronny. That's my thing. We so quick to say, oh his dad, boom boom boom. But Bronny showed up. Bronny performed at the combine. He performed, in the games at USC, even though he came out this, his heart stopped. Man could have died. Man could have been gone. People do. I mean, that because it's a what have you done for me lately league. Right. But we also got to give the opportunity for him to even, you got to give him a runway. You already didn't cut the runway off, and then, you go sit here and say, oh, he a bust, or he this, he just did this. You ain't give him no chance at all.
Like say that's a major surgery, like, anybody, he's still thinking about that. Like, what if it happened again? So that can be a reason I'm uptight, or that can be a reason why, and once he get out, like the kid got, like the Quid said, he got talent. Like, he ain't like he just one of these kids that walk off from playing a video game and you just throw him on the court. He got some talent.
But not to cut you off, but if you look at social media and the way they paint it, you would think Bronny just sucked.
Sometimes I wish we didn't have social media in certain situations because it's like social media take things and run with it. Like it can be something small that wouldn't have said, but somebody make a meme on social media and it turns into something that's crazy. Right.
Which I think sometimes, just me, I ain't trying to be all serious, but I think sometimes we take stuff too serious on social media.
Entertainment. What my boy Yak said. That prop money. People gotta understand this for entertainment, man. Nobody don't post their L's. Nobody don't post their losses.
And if we being real, we got L's.
Everybody have L's. Well, I'm gonna take that back. I apologize. I'm gonna fix my vocabulary. I'm gonna let y'all fix y'all vocabulary.
Well, it ain't L's, but it's life lessons.
It's lessons.
Right. So I take that back. You're right.
Everybody have lessons, and that's what we got to do. Give grace. We gotta, also like take stuff with a grain of salt. If that's what you see, maybe. Behind the camera, it's a lot of mess going on that you don't even know about. Oh, yeah. So that's why you gotta love yours. You gotta enjoy your journey, cause it's your journey. You the star of your movie, and that's what we gotta realize.
That's a fact.
Not to cut y'all short. I'm just finna carry us to the next topic.
Bro, you keep cutting me out. That's what you keep doing.
Well, you ain't got to say.
Wait, we turn the camera.
That's because you got them glasses on. That boy got them Mike Jacks. I ain't gonna find them up.
Anyway.
Off-white, Virgil.
Anyway, though, Quay, you said
he delivered these to me personally. Not personally, but
you gonna tell that?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie like that.
That was bold face.
That was cap.
Jesus, bro. I'm finna walk out of here. For real. I ain't want no smoke.
You said grace, extending grace. A lot of times in our culture, we're pushed out the house at an early age, 17, 18, whatever the case may be.
I think I was pushed out like I was 10, boy.
I was pushed out at 18, 19, somewhere around there. But my question is, why do y'all believe us as a culture do that? Our families that raise us like, you got to go, you got to get out, rather than saying, hey man, chill here for a little while, get on your feet, get yourself right.
Life pressures.
Because that was the only choice they had was you work, right? You gonna go to school.
But does that mean you should give us that only choice?
Life pressures.
Nah, cause I'm not doing that to my kids, bro. Like my kids, they gonna stay. My kids gonna stay. They can stay there long as they need to. As long as they progressing, bro, like they can stay there. And if they aren't progress, we can sit down and have these talks and figure out and put a plan together. Cause I'm gonna have a plan for mine, bro.
You said stay there as long as they can. So what does that look like?
So
30, 40?
I have daughters, 2 daughters. So if they need to stay with me until they find a husband and get married and stack their money do what they need to do, then I'm cool with that. I don't have no problem with that.
Respect.
Okay.
I just think life is life lessons, man. You know, just life get the best of you, so you end up taking it out, and you know, you want to be able to really tell the person, hey, do this, right? And you just can't get it out. I feel like we just got so much trauma, man, and so much anger, so much emotions just bottled up where we just gonna tell this person, hey, leave, because it's better for you to leave and try to figure it out yourself, because I can't handle it myself.
And that ain't healthy at all.
It ain't.
No, not
And
at
I think that's, you know, when it come down to it, is we think we saving them
Right.
as far as pushing them out.
In my opinion, you're not.
No, you're not. You're really setting them up for failure, especially if you ain't, like, you know, taught this person how to, you know, fish, eat, to be able to survive. Like, I'm obviously talking like I got pushed out at 10, where I was also, you know, responsible.
10 years old?
I mean,
what
you
was
know,
that like?
You know, I ain't gonna say pushed out, but you know, I had responsibilities, right? I had.
Bro, I'm
Not
gonna
figure
break it
out.
down to y'all. I was the same way, doing things we had no business doing. And
I ain't gonna say that. I don't know. No, he on their own.
listen,
No.
I ain't get.
No,
I did.
I ain't going.
Listen though,
I ain't going.
Listen, I did. Hey, bro, I did get put out one night. Me and my mama got into it. Little mama got into it. Where she was like, "You can just leave." So you know me, I'm like, "I'm finna just leave." Bro, as soon as I walk outside, I start thunder and lightning rain. I'm like, "Hey, now I gotta
See that gun? Though I said, though I just said, he on their own. Now what I mean is just I was responsible. Like, hey, if you gonna stay up this night at 5 o'clock in the morning, you gonna get up. You gonna it don't make no sense where you slept 3 hours. I don't care.
Okay.
You got to get out and go.
My dad.
Nah, that's
You
real,
feel me? So like that's what I mean as far as me being 10, where you know you have decisions in life, right? When you have decisions in life, they come consequences, whether they're good or bad. Now, when you learn these, which I felt like I learned at 10, 11, 12, 13. So when it got to the point at 18,
Right.
for me to leave, I was able to, you know, flourish just because I was
We was different
doing
too,
it.
bro. We were more these kids nowadays, and I can say that because I got a teenager. These kids green.
I ain't gonna say that. They are not green.
Well, I'm
at
saying in
all.
certain areas, like
I feel like they're more advanced, bro.
they're advanced, but a lot of them don't want to drive. They want to depend on Uber, bro.
I mean,
They want to depend on Uber, and they don't know a lot of the. And I don't know how I was at 18.
it's your fault.
But I know everything is their fault. Everything. They don't
No, I said your fault.
It ain't my fault. Mine's good. 4.0, and
I ain't-
she know how to handle it.
Hey, look, I'm gonna
She
just say
might need
this.
to text me right now to get a cash out.
Hey, I'm gonna just say this: a hit dog, we a holler.
But nah, man, for real though, man, like, I don't know, kids now, they're just a little different. Like, we were more, like, we had no choice. Well, I know I had no choice but to kind of, like, grow up fast. And, like, a lot of things that I went through, and I feel like, for me, my escape from, like, just hanging out was football. Because I feel like, if I ain't have football, I'm going to be honest, like, bro, I've probably been in the streets, like, all the time. So football was my way out of, like, you know, the fast life or things of that nature. Because in my neighborhood, that's all I seen. That's all I grew up around. This is my family member. So,
Right. So you knew.
football was one of those places to slow it down and show you, like, because, I mean, now, like we say, kids are more advanced. They got more ways out. They got, like, IT, robotics, and all this stuff.
Which I ain't knocking.
When I came up, like, all it was is you play football, you play sports, and you make it out. Because them the only people I really knew was that made it out of my neighborhood that played sports. I didn't really know nobody else.
I just think they kind of lack and I'm not saying all of them, but most that I've seen, a lot of that I done seen, they lack work ethic and just the way I was brought up, like, it was all about work ethic. You know what I'm saying? I'm smart. Yeah, I got books sent, but I don't see a lot of common sense, bro.
Yeah, common sense. I mean, I can sell that because it ain't so common.
I mean, that goes, but you gotta also think about, right? We keep comparing it to a time that we came in. We not living in a day and age, right, where you got to think these 2-3-year-olds who just was born, they know how to use a tablet. Right. They know how to use an iPad.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
It's a new generation in itself. So like how you saying, are you comparing to the work ethic of the things or the common sense? It ain't really that common to them because they never been put in that in that situation.
But does that, not to cut you off quick, but does that mean they can't be put in that predicament?
Oh no, absolutely. But they kind of go into like parenting, like I was just messing with Ray on.
But think about this though. The way I feel, bro. I feel like you can put me anywhere in the world, and I feel like I'm gonna make a way because of my mindset and the things that was kind of instilled in me by not even just my parents. Like I got a lot of old friends. A lot of my friends. One of my best friends. He's 61 years old. Mm-hmm. Mr. Vaughn, like one of my best friends. So. He done taught me a lot of stuff. My dad definitely done taught me a lot of stuff, but it's different though. Like Mr. Vaughn can teach me on another level. My dad can teach me on a level where, what I'm saying, it's gonna be from a street point of view, and you're gonna understand it like, how he coming. My dad, he talk reckless, but he don't mean no harm though, but that's just how he talk. But it's just like I feel like a lot of the younger kids, they feel like they've learned enough. And like we had said on the last episode, you can never learn enough. Like I'm steady learning every day. Like I learn from my youngest daughter, I learn from my teenage daughter because like I said, Koya said they experience stuff we don't. Like in high school, I'm sure we all probably took Spanish. That was the only option.
No.
Well, I'm saying
I took French.
So
Bonjour, je m'appelle Quest.
You just learned that because you've been going overseas lately. But listen, my daughter's school, they only teach French, bro. They don't have Spanish. And I was telling her, like, bro, Spanish, you're going to use Spanish more in America than you was going to use French.
Hold on, time out, though. I ain't going to be called no liar now. You ain't take Miss Taylor? Do you remember Miss Taylor?
I do, but I didn't. I took Spanish.
Okay, but you
1 and 2.
You ain't take Miss Taylor then, huh?
No.
Exactly. Miss Taylor taught French.
Oh, see, I ain't.
Did you? All right. Miss Taylor. Describe Miss Taylor.
That sounds like the short bus driver. Probably 5 people in there.
Exactly. Describe Miss Taylor for you. You black lady, right? Younger.
I don't know if we talking about the same person though, because
the French teacher. That's all. I
can't condone this conversation.
You describe it to me, and then I tell you if we talking about the same person.
Okay. At that time, I think I was 15. She got to be 30 something, 40. She looked very attractive. That's the reason why I took French. And she was fine.
I don't remember. No, we ain't talking about the same person.
The kind of know.
We ain't talking about the same person.
Miss Taylor. That's why I took French, though.
That's why you took it. So you didn't even care about learning French.
What?
You didn't care about learning no French.
I learned.
I mean, that wasn't your part. That wasn't the priority in the class, though. Obviously.
Like, hello, how you doing?
Okay.
So it's just a greeting.
So you feel like you speak it fluently that you?
No, I don't. I don't
need to speak it at all because I'm just talking.
But look though, the crazy thing about it is you want to talk about that. Say something in Spanish.
Uno, dos.
This man, wow.
I said say something in Spanish.
Come on, man.
Gracias.
You got the basics.
You ain't even say a greeting though.
I ain't have to. I said bye, goddammit.
I should just call my old teacher, Miss Shaw. I'm sure she'll be glad to hear from me because but you talking about somebody who knew Spanish, that woman that knew her stuff now. She knew her stuff. That's who I should call. But anyway, moving on.
Hey man, I gotta get going from these country folks.
See, first off,
your shit sharper than the damn mountain, boy. Go curves in the mountains.
Mr. Rock out. N1 Robbins on Highway 96.
Shout him out.
Shout out to Mr. Rock.
Hey, look.
This morning, he did his thing.
What's his name?
Mr. Rock out.
Mr. Rock out? He older?
No, he ain't that old. No. Shut. Oh, you really going though?
He trying to claim you, man. He trying to jank you.
Don't do that.
Come on now. Yeah,
Mr. Rock out. Did his thing, bro.
Shout out Mr. Rock out. Shout out to him.
They were gonna bring that over.
Shout out to him. Shout out to him. But look though, I'm gonna be real with you, Mr. Rock out. Lay low on that Beijing.
We going there.
Give my dog a little hands, man. He still young. Give my boy a little hands, man.
I gotta have
yeah, my boy over here sweating black tar.
I got a haircut.
We living good over here.
Well, we all living good.
Absolutely. That's what I said. We living good over here.
Man, y'all is crazy. We ain't gonna talk about your glasses though. I'll talk about that on the next episode because
I'm sleeping. My eyes red.
Oh yeah. Are you high? Is that what it is?
I don't do drugs. I took Dare serious. Yeah.
I know something.
My cop was called. I know y'all people want to rob. Y'all know RoboCop. He was about 6'6". He had the mustache when he had the little thing on the nose hairs to connect to the mustache. About 6'6", taught there.
That's your man's.
Yeah, he was cool. Yeah.
Gary,
So, I knew
his
he was a
time ran out,
snitch.
bro. His time ran
It
out.
don't even
It's
matter.
time to cut this.
They don't discriminate, boy.
Wrap it up.
Y'all can transition.
Yeah. So we man, the next episode though, we got some stuff to talk about. I know in the last episode we still supposed to have this church talk.
What?
This church talk.
Oh yeah.
I want to talk to just church is a bit different.
See, my thing is right.
Oh man. So we finna just talk about it now then.
I'm gonna just give a little ism. I've been in the Bay. Shout out to E40. But I'm just saying, all right. We just gonna say, church is when 2 or 3 more gather, right? So it's not a house. It's not a one of these buildings. These people are gathering and doing all these functions. And
We in
stuff.
church now.
So exactly, so when 2 or 3 gather, we all in the present. So that is my standpoint on it, and that's my education that I've been trying to bring to my good brother here. You know what I mean?
I didn't say
'Cause
you were
know-
wrong though.
Oh no,
camera. Yeah.
for sure. I'm just giving you education, just giving you another thought, another thought process about it. Just because of
So we talking about this now. We just gonna go and talk
for
about
sure,
it
we're
now.
gonna a little bit. We're gonna talk a little bit of it. Just because just reading the Bible and just listening for the stuff that I know and the stuff that I've been read and educated on is taken on from my understanding, right? Which and you can enlighten my understanding as well.
Well, I'm no Bible scholar, so I'm not even finna act like that.
Me-
but,
me-
you know,
me either.
Most of my
Reverend
stuff is
Carlos.
opinion.
Me either. But us
Yeah,
having
go ahead,
but us having a conversation, we get to enlighten each other. We get to learn.
Right.
So again, for me, right, you supposed to rest on the 7th, right?
Yep.
The 7th is Sunday, and we end up going and just for me personally, I grew up in the church, and
Did we all grow up in the church?
I
Did you grow up in
mean,
the church?
I don't know.
I know
Just
I
me-
did.
Just me personally, we were there from 7 o'clock to about 5 o'clock, and it was so many services, so many Sunday schools, so many, you know what I mean? And it's like I love Jesus, I love God,
That's the reason I'm
to
sitting in
this
this chair.
but like
All the credit to him, bro. I ain't tripping.
I'm a realist though. I don't want to sit here all the time. I don't want to be like, especially like. So that's kind of, you know what I mean, my thing about it.
I got a question for you, Quiz. So, you said Sunday is a 7 day you're supposed to rest, right? Okay. Some people go to 7-day Adventists.
Yeah.
They count Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday as their 7th day. And then they rest on Sunday. So, I mean, I don't know what to believe sometimes. I just know I believe in God. And also, man, all these, like, I had a conversation with a lot of people. They're like, man, one of my old buddies like, man, you need to go to church more often. I'm like, man, I understand that, but I serve in a different way. Like, I do my due diligence, what I'm supposed to do. And I feel like it's the same thing. Like, I still, I pray or I do my daily things. So I feel like me doing that and also me doing my good deeds sometimes, whether like last week I went to work out, I was in the restaurant, it was a lady behind me. I just paid for her food because I'm like, okay, I don't know her situation, but that could have been her last money she had to get some food, and I blessed her with it. She can put that in her car. But I serve in different ways, whether it's me talking to the youth or just giving somebody advice or just helping somebody. So I feel like that's serving as well. You don't just have to be at church to serve all the time.
Sure.
That's just my opinion. I could be wrong.
I mean, I agree. I can't tell you that you're right or wrong, but I agree with you. When I talk about church right now, I'm talking about more so kind of like, I feel like everything just so, I feel like I ain't said we, but I feel like the church, some churches are trying to sell the church.
Yeah.
The monetary.
And you don't have to sell the church when God is God, if that makes sense.
No.
You trying to sell somebody that don't need selling. Like, God is God. Like, he him.
You want to know something?
What?
And this, don't take this the wrong way, because dope can stand for a lot of things, but good dope sell itself. You don't have to sell anything. It's gonna sell itself. You don't have to advertise. You got to market. You got to do none of that. It's gonna do it itself.
So I'm saying, basically, I don't understand like why I get the advertisement, catching up with today's time, posting on Facebook, not knocking none of that. But I feel like we're almost forgetting what church is really about. we so focused on the stage, Instagram, TikTok. And I'm
Yeah.
not saying don't have fun in church. Not what I'm saying. I'm not knocking no churches. I'm just saying what I believe we have forgotten as a group of people.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
it's supposed to be a true fellowship. It's supposed to be
Right.
true community where, individuals come in and hey, I'm gonna tell you my burdens. I'm gonna tell you
Mm-hmm.
things that's bothering me. Hopefully, that the person that I'm talking to have already experienced it and they can give me some guidance on it. I mean, that's essentially what happened to me in my life, and that's why I be funny. You feel me? Just cause not every church the same,
Oh,
not
no.
every pastor the same. So I'm not knocking or if you feel offended, you gotta look yourself in the mirror.
You're right.
Like I just said earlier in the episode, hit dog with holler. So not really talking at nobody, I'm just speaking in general.
Right.
And if you feel offended, you feel offended. But just, I think people forget, like you said, God is him. God is God. Like he do stuff and don't want no reward. And the stuff that people do is more so it's me bringing y'all to God. It's me that you the reason why God blessing you.
Right.
You got to come to me to get the God blessing, and that's the stuff that really bothered me in church. And just because of the type of person I am, I'm gonna let it be known. And I don't want to be the person, the preacher end up try to fight me or slam me, and I'm gonna just go out my natural instinct. And unfortunately, I've been playing football for a long time, and
Right.
yeah,
I ain't gonna. I know we posted in the episode.
That's fine, but like I said, man, good dope sell itself. And if I'm going to a church and I feel like what the pastor is talking about feed my spirit, I'm gonna come back.
Right.
So if I feel like you're not moving my spirit, I'm not coming back.
Well, let me back up though, because you said moving your spirit and feeding. your spirit.
Meaning like, okay, he's preaching, and you know how sometimes you like, man, I ain't going to church. And you go to church, you're like, man, I needed that. Like he spoke some stuff, and it kind of like sometimes you feel like
it resonated. You talking to
me.
Right.
Yeah, so that's why I feel like if I feel like it's talking, I feel like it fed my spirit. Like I was moved, I was touched by it. So let me come back next Sunday. Let me check it out. The churches that I despise are churches that, oh yeah, we like another $150 short. Like I shouldn't have to.
Church and
Not me and some people. I shouldn't have to give you my last to.
I don't want to be funny, but
to feel accepted in a church. I'm being honest. I shouldn't have to give you my last to be accepted because it says come as you are.
Oh, it
I
does.
shouldn't have to be.
But-
I ain't got no money, so let me try to sneak out the back door. No, I shouldn't even have to have that pressure.
not to cut you off. It says come as you are, but once you come as you are and you learn better, you can't then come as you are.
Okay.
Okay.
What is better?
Reverend Stevens?
You have to first. I ain't gonna say learn man's way because it's not man's way. You learn what God way. Man, chill out, bro.
I'm trying to see now.
You learn. First, I'll read the Bible for yourself, and you learn God's way. You teach yourself, and I think sometimes we rely so heavily on the pastor. No shots at pastor, but I think sometimes we rely so heavily on the pastor that we don't get educated about the word. I would say
Because-
to know the right
But
thing.
you know
I'm
why?
talking to myself,
But
too.
you know why though?
What?
Because people don't follow the word; they follow people.
And that's the
So
problem.
the pastor, if you really know the pastor, God is using him to spread the word, not for you to follow the pastor.
Right.
So they human like us. They sin. Everybody. They do the same thing we do. So that's how sometimes you hear people like, oh, he a pastor. We did. Man, he put on his shoes just like we do. He's not perfect. He has a calling. He's called to spread the word.
But they are going to be held to a higher standard, though.
It
Of
should.
course, and I respect that they should be held to a higher standard. But at the end of the day, you can't expect them to make mistakes as well. And people,
Right.
when people follow certain people, that's just like athletes. Like we all been athletes. When an athlete makes a mistake, his fans they all criticize, do this. But at the end of the day, man, everybody gonna mess up at one point.
True. You said you had some quid. You were finna be funny or something.
No, I ain't gonna go in it. It passed.
Like
It
I
passed.
feel like if I was a pastor, bro, I would have workshops. I have all these things to help my members grow in try to have my members grow in every phase of life. I know that's impossible, but even though I'm teaching the word, I'm also gonna have workshops where it's hands-on things, how to do this, how to do different things, not just depend on solely one thing and the church. Hopefully, like I pay my tithes and keep praying, and I go to another. I get blessed with more money. No, I'm gonna do some work. I'm gonna learn and I'm gonna do some work.
I'm gonna ask this though. Now I'm gonna spin this. Why is it based off of what I have observed? we all say we serving the same God, but it seems like churches are competing with one another. I don't understand that. Like, if we serve the same God, why is this necessary to compete? Like,
You know I was competing.
now tell me.
It's business.
If the more members you have, the more money you get. So what can I bring
So is
to
it
my
about the
church?
money?
Of course. How you think a lot of these pastors don't do nothing but preach? How do you think they get their money off of
I
their
ain't gonna say
core
that,
audience?
man.
If that's your
I cannot say that. Yeah, I
No, I'm
cannot say
saying, but
that.
some of them are part time. They have other jobs, but the ones that are main pastors, they need to have. It's like recruiting.
But it's
How
still
many-
other ways though. You got to think about some pastors write books.
Yeah,
And all.
but you got to get to that level. You know what I'm saying? You got to get to that level first. But think about this: you got to recruit. It's basically like recruiting. You got to get people in your church to have a following and to monetize it. I guess that's what you can say.
Okay, I just all right. Just to
Yeah.
no personal. We is on work Wednesday, right? So I just think but
And I don't
so
want to make
this
it
is
seem like we're attacking
this
God.
is no for sure.
no.
We just talking, the church, right? The church is a 501c3 tax code, right? So that is a nonprofit.
Right.
So what I have come to realize down south is a church on every corner, right? It's a lot of churches, right? I mean, it's business to the point where I don't know if it's actual business because I'm not necessarily in these churches. I'm just talking in general from the general stuff that I do know because like I said, it is a nonprofit, right? This is the reason why I started my nonprofit, the Denara Difference. That's a good plug. Shout out to the Denara Difference. It's denardifference.org. Check it out. But yeah, that was the reason why I started my foundation, just because of I was tithing in Ohio, Michigan, places that affected me, and these places, it was kind of looking the same, and other people was looking different, if that makes sense. I don't, just because everybody got to answer to the man above when they come. I'm not here to
That's
judge.
real though. That's real talk.
I'm not here to judge. That's not my job. I'm just telling you my point of view from it, and that was the reason why I started my foundation, just because I know where I can be able to impact people in the right way.
Right.
And so that was it. So again, I just think it's a 501c3. It's business where maybe what I have seen in other places, such as the Midwest and the West Coast, where a lot of these pastors come in together, and that's how they get the mega churches, right? So it's I think all churches are not the same. Every pastor is not the same. Some are out there doing great things and changing people's lives. I know a lot of them. Exactly. I know a lot of them.
No, that's real talk though.
And I just think, everybody got their own, their own motive, if that makes sense.
Every church,
Right? So it's
church. Even if you don't feel like the church is for you, it might be for somebody else. So I wouldn't say it's a bad church. I just say certain places just not for everybody. Right? You might live in a neighborhood it's for you. I might think, man, it's some bull crap. But it's just not for me. So we're not saying that you shouldn't go to church, but we're just saying go where your spirit is fed and where you feel at home.
Man, I'm gonna say this and then we're gonna wrap it up. A lot of people like to hop from church to church and maybe blame the pastor, whoever they may blame. Sometimes you need to check yourself.
Real talk.
It may not be the pastor. Maybe you. Maybe your spirit.
And your check engine might be on.
I'm speaking from experience. We like to check the pastor. The pastor did this. The pastor did that. Can you look yourself in the mirror?
But the pastor ain't responsible for nothing. The pastor, all he doing is giving you the word. It's on you to what you gonna do with it.
nah, he responsible. We ain't gonna say that. He responsible.
Now, if he lead you the wrong way, now yeah.
Nah, he responsible with the church. He the head. So if the church is not going well, if it's not being led well, you gotta follow on leadership. Start at top.
Nah,
and
real
trickle.
talk.
We pretty much just done talked about the whole church topic. It'll probably be fun another episode. But anyway, y'all got got an action packed episode next week though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, next week gonna be lit.
Should I give him a hint?
No.
Just tune in, subscribe, like, and hey, thank you for tuning in to another week of Work Wednesdays. Like I said, this is
Hold on. My bad. Now I'm curious. What's for next episode? You got?
You said don't share it, so
I know, but I'm curious. 'Cause I ain't think everybody was gonna agree with me.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying.
For sure. But now I'm curious.
We're gonna talk about something that I think we all need to talk about. Black men mental health. We ain't finna jump in, but catch it on the next episode. Black men mental health. How important us as black men need to take that. That's obviously a very sensitive and very important topic. So we're gonna tap into that and talk about not being ashamed to get help you need. But yeah, that's the next episode. In the meantime, we're gonna get Shad some.
You gotta get shots on the eat, man. Look at it, man. You're the rubbling.
Anyway, like I said, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Work Wednesdays, where we make the middle of the week feel like vacation.
Come on.
And you know damn well it's not vacation, but hey, thank you guys once again. See you next week.